There's a lot of growth going on in this garden, besides the veggies and flowers.
I started working here 4 years ago. First of all, when I started, it was on a probation order. And then once I finished at 30 community hours, I decided to come back after on a regular basis.
In the heart of Saanach's Blankensop Valley, we find Serenity Farm. In weeding, clipping, and harvesting that farm, you'll find people like Crystal de Boer.
I suffered from severe drug addiction and mental health, and I've been clean for a year, and I'm really grateful because this garden helps me focus on what I need to do.
My mental health is more under control.
Sue Patterson has been able to get her life back on track too, something she attributes to working on the farm.
I'm back practicing the piano. I got my degree from UVic in music.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
With distinction.
We spoke with Crystal and Sue at the farm's 4th annual Harvest Celebration. The program is sponsored in part by Island Health and the John Howard Society.
We're a community-based nonprofit society. We work with individuals that are being in conflict with the law and are at risk to offend. We've been around since 1935. We do a variety of programs, and the Garden Project is just one of the ones that we're involved in. It could be someone who has gone before the courts, and perhaps part of their community work service might be to come out to the garden to complete some hours. It could be people that can use the garden as a safe and appropriate place for them to actually spend some of their time, so that if they're out here gardening, they're not getting into trouble.
We've heard a fair number of people say, well, this has really changed my life, which is keeps me coming out.
Serenity Garden is run by volunteers like David Stotts, the project coordinator.
Some people report back to us that what they learned first and foremost was gardening skills, and that's fine. That's great. Other people will say, well, I made friends. I learned, I was able to get out. I feel less isolated. I feel that I matter as a person.
One of the things, it provides some structure. So it means that every Tuesday or Thursday, they're going to have to structure their lives so that they're going to come out to the garden. So they have to be ready to garden. They have to make sure the night before that their activities are such that they're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and set to go the next morning. The biggest impact is that it gives them a sense of pride. They're giving back to community. They're taking home some vegetables if they want to cook.
The project is funded on less than $50,000 a year. All the produce is organically grown. What's not taken home by the participants is sold in markets or given to charity. There are lots of farms where you'll find fresh food, but this is one place where people also discover themselves.
Just being able to let down and have a sense of peace and joy in my life.
In Saanach, I'm Dan Kahan for ShawTV.